I'm gonna work on getting the gas gauge working. So this little access panel here, I'm gonna take off because that wire runs all the way through the trunk, and I don't see any brakes or anything. It's all plugged in, so surely it's in here somewhere. Let's see. And there it is, the sender. This wire go all the way through there. It's just a different wire. Maybe it's a different wire. This is an awfully thick gauge. But I checked the wiring diagram, and the fuel sender does go through the trunk and across the back seat. So not sure what the deal is here. The tank looks nice. Maybe even replaced back in the 90s. When they dug this out of the barn, who knows? It feels like this is just pinched off somewhere. I don't think. Oh, lots of room in this trunk, by the way. There we go. Okay, yeah, those are connected. That's moving. See that? Question is why aren't they the same gauge? Obviously this has been replaced, or that's been replaced, so there's got to be some connection in here. Do I do the wrong thing and just cut it and splice it and see if it starts working? Ah! Do I do the wrong thing and just cut it, splice it to over there and see if it starts working? So obviously something under there is, there's a connection that's not correct. Or I could put it up in the air, do it the right way. Let me just do an overlay real quick, see if that brings this buddy back to life here, because I wouldn't think that's bad, but it could be. Could be all rotted off inside the tank. I just don't know. This cover's never been off before, so the factory goop all the way around it on the factory screws. So let's do that. Let's overlay this real quick and see if that's the problem somewhere down under there. Slight change of plans. Instead of running a wire, I just grabbed my test light here, grounded it over there. Car's running, and we have power at the sender. At least I think we do. Yeah, power at the sender, car's running. And I peeled that back a little bit, so see, we got power at that wire too. So the problem isn't here. It's up over there somewhere, possibly. Or at the gauge, which I'm not pulling out because it's a pain in the butt. Maybe we just won't have a fuel gauge on Power Ready to work. Oh well. That's working though. I don't know if it's working accurately, but it's got power to it. Guess I can check resistance and all that. We'll see. Alright. First time up in the air. Sway bar link looks a little crunchy. Everything under here besides, looks like both links. Somewhat of a coat of black paint on it, like someone was trying to rebuild it. There's my oil leak. It's getting pretty bad. Hopefully it's just the rear of the pan, because it looks like it's wet all the way around. If you can see on this side where the starter's in the way. Motor mounts look okay. My fuel pump repair. Big old oil filter, stupid block heater thing. Why the exhaust hangs so low? It looks good on the frame this side. Can't really shake anything down because I'm holding the flashlight and my phone. The transmission's nice and dry. Not even a leak from the pan or the speedometer cable. Parking brake. Cables look good. I haven't tried the parking brake yet. More black paint. There's those new brake lines someone put in, but didn't put a hose on it. Speaking of which, oh, the hose doesn't look too bad. But that brake line there, which goes into the frame, doesn't look too bad. Where does it come out of the frame? Or is it, oh, that's it. That's not the parking brake cable. So that brake line doesn't look too bad at all. Goes back into the frame. Comes back out somewhere. Up there. I can't even see that. Oh, it's on top. You know, it goes back into the frame. Right up there. Anywho. There's a rust hole in the floor right there. I can see the carpet. Patch that with something. And there's one over here. Yep, same thing. That one was patched. There's probably a license plate in there or something. I don't see any self-tappers though. Other than that, floors look pretty damn decent. There's a hole in the rocker on this side. Nothing on this side. Starting to get one though. There's a hole in the quarter on this side. A little bit of a mouse nest in there. Trunk floor looks good. Just starting to get a hole in this rocker. There's a better look at this one, or quarter. There's a better look at this one. And besides the exhaust leaks, the exhaust is in pretty good shape. It's got a new muffler on it, new tailpipe. These shocks look older than dirt, but they work. Probably original. Old pan hard bar. Looking good. Can't really tell. The body mounts are a little dried out, which is fine. Where is it? There it is. Well, that's where it's separated. So that was not much. Where is it? It's up there. You can't really tell, but yeah, it's separated. Not very functional anymore. I think they're both like that, though, aren't they? Yeah, just missing some metal. It's fine. A couple holes up there in the tail pan. Oh, someone yanked on this thing. Ripped it out. Flashlight died. Mounts back there look okay. So all in all, not too bad. Pretty solid old girl. I wonder if I should patch that from the inside. Just keep the carpet from getting wet. I'll have to see. Yeah, it's right in front of this B-pillar. Pretty much where the hole is on the other side, I thought I saw from underneath. Oh, it's a little crunchy there too. There's the spot. Another one. So, I mean, not bad for a Wisconsin car though. Definitely must have not have been driven much in the winter. I got an exhaust leak here. I got one up here. So I think this one's leaking too. And for sure this one back here is leaking. Might just pull them apart, put some new hardware in there. Some muffler cement. Seal it up. There's no gaskets, all flange fittings. Yeah, not too bad. Tiny bit of power steering. Tiny bit of steering gear. Oh, that's grease. Something's leaking from there. Yeah, gonna do an oil change, check all the fluids. just maintenance this thing. Can't really see the brake lines from down here, but the hoses and lines up there are original. Probably original wheel cylinders too, or they're really old. They should probably get looked at. Definitely be pulling the drums off of this thing. Yeah, I can't say that bleeder looks like it's old and crusty like the rest of the underneath this Buick. We even have a bleeder on that one? Oh, you can't see. There it is. Yeah, it's there. Just crusty. Not too bad. Alright, first look at the brakes on this thing. A little dusty, but I think they've been done. Check, so just whoop, put that there. Wheel cylinders look nice and dry. Pretty new looking too. Didn't look like that from the back side, but yeah, those have been done. Awesome. Just really dusty, probably full of asbestos. Shock bushing is kind of on its way out of there. Not sure if that's supposed to be vented to atmosphere or not, but it is. A little crunchy under here, but not too bad. Let's get these cleaned up. Let's see what else we're dealing with. That's good enough. Oh, maybe right there some more. Just so you can't see it through the wheel. Perfect. Well, passenger side also looks like it's been done. Made in USA wheel cylinders. Hardware's nice. Wheel cylinders are new and can't tell if that's what I just sprayed in there. Something on there. That might be pretty clean though. I can't really tell because I can't see. Yeah, like new. Time to rebuild this side. Well, so much for the brakes being redone recently. This wheel cylinder is a little juicy. So looks like we're doing wheel cylinders and brake hoses and brake lines up here. Oh, fun. This passenger side front wheel cylinder, if I can get it open again. Hold on. I need tools. This one's also pretty juicy. Looks like we're doing front wheel cylinders on both sides. And I might throw a couple of grease seals in here, repack the bearings. Bearings look good. Just I think this, oh, look at that, just pouring out. We're just gonna pretend we didn't see that and put that back. Thanks. I'm driving this for a while. Just fixing some exhaust leaks. That flange was on there, but it was a little noisy. Let's put some muffler cement on that one. This one wasn't making noise, but these freaking bolts are finger tight. They came out real easily. And then I gotta go up top and get that one up there. Hopefully that's just finger tight too. I see the leak. Do you see it? Right there? Right at the top. Not quite. Maybe over there too, but mostly right there. So I just need to reposition the flange on the manifold and put some muffler cement in there and retighten it. We should be good. Okay, placing the fuel line. Got it connected to the barb that I put in I drove it home to patch the old line. I'm just going to shove that through this hole in the frame where the fuel line from the factory goes. Goes up through the spring pocket there, scarily enough. And comes out down over here. I've already cut it so I can just feed this gassy little thing out the hole on the side. At least that's the plan anyway. I need 2 hands for this though. Okay, all new fuel line run, factory style fuel filter, new fuel line back to line on the frame. Now I can put this back where it was. I can figure out how to keep it sitting there. Like that. There we go. Back to factory, kind of. I am going to need to bring some fuel filters with me on the trip. I don't think the factory tank has been replaced or flushed or cleaned, and that's what was in my fuel filter after only, I don't know, 20, 30 miles. Actually, no, 150 miles back from Toma, probably about 100 or so on this fuel filter, and then probably 20 miles in town. So I'm going to drive it with that on there and just have some spares, and if it starts to bog down and not get fuel again, it won't be the fuel line clinked off this time. It'll be the fuel filter clogged as well. That should be fun. Hopefully we won't dirty up that carb I just cleaned out and regasketed. I'm calling it a win for today. Got that exhaust leak fixed. That one I think is fixed. That one, maybe, but now I hear something else over here, so that's okay. I'll take the muffler off and run a straight pipe. But yeah, all new fuel hose from the metal line through the frame to the fuel pump, new fuel filter, new fuel line to the carburetor. Check the brakes. Got to order some wheel cylinders and wheel seals, along with brake hoses and brake line. That'll be next weekend's project, but for now, it's running. It's a lot quieter than it was. Well, the easy side is done. New wheel cylinder, new brake hose, new copper brake line, all the way to there. It's a little short, but it fits. Had it pre-bent, well, not pre-bent, but got a stick that was 10 inches long, was about the right size, so easy side done. Got to repack the bearing, put that back together, and then on to the next side. All right, hard side is done. Wheel bearings packed, new grease, new brake hose, new wheel cylinder, new brake line, which goes up and over, down and around, back up there. It meets up at the junction block where this one does, which now we can see a little better with some light. Had to bend that tab up a little bit to hold the brake hose in because the line was just a little bit too short, and I don't care, it'll hold it. Yeah, that's all new, all good. I think I got enough drag on those bearings. Perfect. Onto the rear hose. All right, first drive with new brakes. Okay. They work. All right, so far so good. So we get to the first roundabout. All right, low gear going downhill. Step back in the drive. Brake check. Oh yeah, nice and smooth. Do the roundabout. Whee! Yeah, I think she's good. Could do some highway pulls and then we'll know for sure. Freeway time. See if I balance the wheels properly. It's freaking windy out here today. It looks like all my windows are open. Well, there's 70 and she's smooth as butter. 75, why not? Yep, wheels are balanced. Driving smooth. Brakes are good. Gotta keep an eye on that coolant temperature. Got a plan for that next though. Next weekend's job. Well, I'm in the trunk again. Finally got a new fuel sender, so I'm replacing this one. I already hooked it up, verified that the gas gauge on the dash does work. So it's just the float or the sender and this old thing not working. Thankfully, one rubber hose, a couple screws that came right out, and swap that thing in and have a gas gauge for the first time since I got this car. It stinks already. Well, it's not as bad as I thought. Sock is still in one piece. I think this float is plastic. The new one's brass. But, yeah. It just wasn't doing the thing. But it was doing the other thing. It stinks down in there. Should probably take a look in there with the flashlight. I can't really see too much in there. You can kind of see up on top there where it's rusty. There's the fuel level. So the tank does have some rust in it. Looks like it's just mostly on top though. I can't really see down below because the way this tank is situated. And hence, gonna get a light in there. Well, there's the side of the tank. Focus, no. It says, nope, I ain't focusing now. There we go. Come on. Do the thing. There we go. Yeah. She's a little scaly. Not too bad, actually. Not where the fuel level is, anyway. And down there, see, it's kind of cloudy. Anyway. That should make it 3,000 miles, no problem. Once I get the new fuel sender in, I'll actually know how much gas I have in the tank for the first time. So that'd be great. So what you don't want to do is, well, first, not change your fuel filter when you replace your fuel tank. But we're not replacing the fuel tank, we're just replacing the sender. And what you don't want to do is put the sender in and forget the gasket. Dumbass. Better yet, what you don't want to do is drop any of this old gasket or dirt into your fuel tank that you're not replacing. You're literally just replacing the sender. So you want to pick up this cork gasket and peel it away from the hole, like that. At least it's coming off. Might want to grab a razor blade and just, you know, finish cleaning that off and pushing that away from the hole. So once again, I gotta climb back out of this trunk. Okay, so we're just going to very carefully scrape away from the hole. This doesn't have to be perfect. It's not like we're gonna get any gas fumes in the car or even in the trunk, really. I have this nice cover that goes over it. Ooh, I saw that. Get away from the hole. That's probably good enough. That look good to you? No. A little bit has to go. Get out of there. Good enough. Where's that gasket? I can't open this one-handed. Yes, I use my teeth. It's fine. Nice new rubber. Make sure all the holes line up. Maybe it goes on the other way. What is this, a one-way bolt pattern? Close enough. We'll, there. That looks good. All right. Go put this back in again. Again, one-handed, because I forgot my tripod at home. That goes in like that. That follows that in. Oop. Horrible camera person. Never claimed to be a professional at anything. There we go. Line those holes back up 17 more times. Hey, wasn't ready for that yet. No, good enough for now. Get the hose in the hole, or pipe in the hole. All right, gonna need 2 hands for this, so I'll be right back. All right, new sender's in, new hose clamp, put the wire on it. So let's turn the key on and see what the fuel level actually is. Since I just hooked it up and verified that the thing actually worked. I've put about 130 miles of driving, lots of idle time, so hopefully it's not completely full, but oh, there it goes. Ooh. It wasn't that close to empty, was it? That can't be right. Well, at least I have a gas gauge. So I can kind of gauge. At least I have a gas gauge, so I can kind of tell where the fuel level is when I do fill it, when it runs down. See with the shifter in the way, but we got about, I don't know, quarter tank maybe. Well, it's probably just above E, so it's a 20-gallon tank. There's no way I've used 20 gallons. I mean, that fuel looked pretty full in there, but it does work at least. Better to have that than nothing. All right, let's go button that back up down there. So here, so here's the old sending unit, probably original. Sock is coming apart a little bit. So, it's not too much crap on it. I mean, it's a little dirty, but not too bad. Yeah, just the sender wasn't working. But it's not all rotted out or holy or anything. It's just a little crunchy up here. Probably because it sat in somewhat decent gas up until that point, and then bleh. So let's make sure this is all buttoned up. Put the cover back on. We are done in there, right? Yeah. Probably should replace that fuel hose in there because it's original, but it seemed pretty pliable. Maybe we'll just bring a couple feet of fuel hose with us on Poverty Tour, just to make sure if it does start to fail. I can't imagine how or why it would do that. We have extra hose to replace it. Sure is nice to have this access panel here. Not that it's ever been used, because I scraped all the mud around it. Done. All right, let's get the spare tire back in here and get on the road. Well, I forgot to film an outro, so here we're at the gas station filling up. Hopefully, gas gauge reads full when I'm done here. We'll see. I think maybe it really was almost on E. Uh-oh. It's gonna be expensive. Well, it just took 17.25 gallons, so it was definitely low. Let's see if she swings up to full now. Maybe. Is the float stuck in the tank? Maybe it'll grow as we go. I did find something cool out. If you turn the turn signal on, it somewhat affects the fuel level gauge. Huh. Maybe it'll go up after a while. We'll see. I'm gonna go drive it now that there's 17 gallons in there at least. See where it goes. Just left the gas station, and like magic, it's full. When I turn the turn signal on, it wiggles. That's really weird. Alright, ethanol-free gas has been gotten. Let's get back to work, I guess, and that'll end this video. Taking this thing down to Jefferson swap meet tomorrow, so that should be fun. So, look forward to that video. Gotta go, it's getting windy. Bye!